Hello, welcome back to 4 More Minutes. I am Sam Bailey, the Soul Stir, stirring up your hearts and your minds for God. I want to thank all of you who have joined us today, and I know it's been a while. 4 More Minutes has kind of been on a hiatus, but I'm going to try to continue to re-up and revamp these messages. I want to, first of all, thank all of you who have subscribed to the Soul Stir on YouTube, and if you have not yet done so, please do so and share these messages with others. And I always say, in doing so, you'll be a part of putting inspiration, encouragement, and motivation out into the world. Today, I want to talk about symptoms. And I want to talk about how symptoms are messages. And I often talked about when I had an appendectomy back when I was in college. I was having a little pain, and my mother was telling me that when I called home that I shouldn't take anything, should go to the doctor because the pain was an indicator. The pain was trying to tell me there was something wrong. I could have masked the pain, but doesn't mean that the injury wasn't still there, the problem wasn't still there. And long story short, I had an emergency appendectomy, had my appendix removed, and it could have been toxic had the appendix ruptured. And so it was a blessing there that I took the pain. And symptoms, whether it's a runny nose is not caused by a runny nose. A runny nose is caused by something else. Reactions are caused by underlying causes that we don't see oftentimes. We just see the symptoms. And the same thing happens with people and behavior. We see why people act that way, but symptoms are just messages, right? Symptoms should tell us that there's something deeper wrong. There's something underneath the surface. There's something that's lying dormant. There's something that's lurking, that's there. And sometimes we attack the symptoms without getting to the underlying causes. We do that in a lot of times with people, right? Somebody's angry, and we just respond to them based upon the anger that they've given us, or somebody's irritable, or somebody's short-tempered, or somebody's petty, and we tend to respond as she's just a petty person. She's just an anger. Anger is used in fear. Those are responses. Those are symptoms, right? And they're sending messages that there's something deeper that's underneath there that needs to be addressed. So, when we attack the symptoms, the cure for the cold might not just be to deal with the runny nose, but what's causing it? It might be just how you dress. It might be how you expose yourself to the elements, and the same thing can happen in our spiritual walk. People grow up in certain environments. People surround themselves with certain people. People have certain mindsets, and it seeps out. And we get caught up on what we see and what we hear. But let me tell you something, it's a slow drip, right? Behind that slow drip, there's a waterfall that's waiting to flow, and that goes both good and bad. Sometimes symptoms work in a good way. You see a little glimpse of something that somebody offers, whether it be them being benevolent or kind or loving, and you see that there's more this person has to offer in that way. But then on the flip side, you see that same type of the opposite type of person that shows you a little bit of who they are, yet you choose not to believe them. But there's something deeper going on, okay? And symptoms are how you identify the cause, right? You look up, what are your symptoms? Well, I'm showing this, that, and the other. And then so the doctor or the physician knows how to be able to operate. Same thing I do in a clinical setting. I look at the symptoms of a person as I'm listening to what they're saying, and then we begin to go and process to see what is exactly up with that person or with that couple, and then we can go forward on how to handle it. First, you got to know what's wrong, and that's why I always say, tell me what's going on with you, and I have to be able to go from there. So I pray today that no matter what's going on with you or somebody else, that you don't get too caught up on the symptoms and too carried away with it. Just know that they are messages of deeper issues, deeper problems, deeper challenges, and it can distract you and it can distort you. So that's all I have for today. God bless. Look forward to seeing you next time. Please share this with 25 more people right here on 4 More Minutes. Thank you.